Hi YouTube, it's Leonora. Thank you for clicking on my channel, Leonora Loves Nursing. In this video, we are going to be talking about enrolling into an accredited versus a non-accredited nursing program. So if you're interested in knowing the difference in the pros and cons, stay tuned and keep on watching. Bye. Okay, so the first thing, before we even start this video, it is imperative that you do your research in these nursing programs. I live in South Florida, and I can literally honestly tell you that there is always a new program on TV. There's always a new advertisement on the radio about all these new nursing programs that are opening up, and it is so deceiving because half of these programs are not accredited and on probation. We will get to, I'll explain the probation and the approved versus the accredited, non-accredited, all these different terms later on in the video. Okay, so the two accrediting bodies, the first one is the NLNAC. They just changed their name to the ACEN, which is the Accreditation Commission for Education in Nursing, and also the CCNE. Okay, it is important that when you're doing your research, you not only talk to the school representative, but you also ask them to show you proof either on their website or in writing. It is against the law for someone in that school to lie to you and tell you that that school is accredited and it's not. Okay, I met so many different young people who enroll into these, you know, fly-by-night schools, thinking that, okay, cool, you know, I'm going to enroll into this RN program, this ASN program, or this ADN program, and then I'm going to go get my bachelor's degree, and then I'm going to get my master's, and then get my doctorate in nursing. Wrong, 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 wrong. Okay, half of the time, when you enroll into a non-accredited school, you basically are limiting yourself. Okay, so the first con, and they're all cons to tell you the truth, the first con with going to a school that's non-accredited is basically it's going to be absolutely harder to find a job. Okay, you already know that it is extremely hard to find a job, and a lot of reasons, many reasons why people even decide to go back to nursing school is, of course, nursing is their passion, but also because they want job stability. They want to be able to find a job. And nursing, it is true, it is a great career where you can really find a job easier than other careers, okay? But it is still a challenge landing your first job, especially if you don't have experience. So I'm going to use working in a hospital for an example. And guys, I don't want you to take my information and just run with it. I want you to take what I'm giving to you and also do your research, okay? So, for example, when I was applying to nurse to many hospitals, the first thing that they ask is, of course, to have your RN license, but also for you to be graduating from an accredited institution, okay? An accredited nursing institution. Now, if you have graduated from a non-accredited institution, you are limiting yourself to the extreme. It's already hard for people to find a job who went to an accredited institution versus you having, versus someone else who hasn't gone to an accredited institution trying to find a job. So the number one con is that you are limiting yourself, especially in finding a job. Okay. So the second con in attending a non-accredited institution is it is going to be super hard trying to advance your career, because all these RN to BSNs, RN to MSNs, even the RN to DNPs, they're asking for you to be for the applicant to have graduated from an accredited school of nursing. And if you did not graduate from an accredited school of nursing, you're limiting yourself. You know, it is really hard to even get into an RN to BSN, RN to MSN, or an RN to DNP program. So you really are limiting yourself. If you have to question if I should go to the school or not, you shouldn't even be going to that school, honestly. I know the non-accredited school, the requirements are much less than an accredited school, but it is for your well-being. Nursing is a very, very, very tough career. You literally have these people's lives are literally in your hands when you're working with them. So there is a reason why schools are supposed to go through accreditation. It's really to protect yourself, it's to protect the community, it's to protect the patients, it's to protect your license. I mean, nursing school should not be easy. So if you're thinking about going to a school that someone's like, oh yeah, come in, you don't worry about it, we'll figure out everything while you're going through the program, big time X. Go find another nursing program. Okay, so I want to talk about how do you find out if your school is accredited versus non-accredited. All this is public information. Like I said, guys, please go out and do your research. Do Google. For me, since I live in Florida, all you would have to search is Florida accredited nursing programs, and it will send you to this link. It's the Florida Board of Nursing, and basically you put your county information and you pick either if you want to know LPN programs or RN programs. And I'm looking at all the Broward County nursing programs, and I would say more than 50%, which is so sad. More than 75% of Broward County's nursing programs, and there's about over 30 of these programs, these RN programs, that are not accredited. The only accredited schools that I see is Broward College, Chamberlain School of Nursing, Kaiser University, of course Nova Southeastern, and that's it, guys. That's it. Out of 20 or 30 schools that I just looked at, only, what was that, 4 or 5 schools that were accredited. That is very sad. That is very sad, because it's not sad. I'm sorry, it's not sad. It's just, it's scary. Because all these other schools, I'm not saying that they're bad schools, but again, guys, if your dream is to become a nurse practitioner, if your dream is to become a CRNA, a nurse anesthetist, okay, please be careful about what school that you go through. Now, let's say that you want to become a nurse practitioner, or you want to go for your baccalaureate degree in nursing, and let's say you want to go to Nova Southeastern University. What would you do? Now, of course, your dream of being a nurse practitioner, or getting your baccalaureate degree, or getting your doctorate's degree, master's degree, it's going to be so much harder, because you're going to have to retake your whole RN program over again. Okay, so now we're going to talk about the difference in attending a school that's on probation, that's approved, and that's accredited. I'm getting all this information from the Florida Board of Nursing. Again, please don't take this information and run with it. Please do your own research. I'm speaking on Florida because, again, I am from South Florida. If you are from any other state, please contact that state's Board of Nursing for more information. So on probation, they're basically saying about going to a school that's on probation. It says that if a program on probation that fails to meet the minimum standard for 2 consecutive years will be terminated by the Board of Nursing. And that's basically, if you Google, if you look for a school that's either approved, accredited, and on probation, if it's on probation, it's basically saying that if that institution fails to get its act together for 2 years, it'll be terminated, period. A school that's approved is basically saying that that school is approved to be operating, but it's not accredited, or it may be accredited through other other accrediting bodies, but it's not accredited by the main 2, which is the ACEN, formerly known as the NLNAC, or the CCNE. So guys, again, if there's anything that you get from this video, please do your research. I know that nursing is something that many of you guys are interested in, but it is so important that you do your research, because you don't want to end up going to the wrong. You don't want to end up limiting yourself in finding both a job and continuing your education. Nursing is all about growth. It's all about continuing your education. It's all about getting as much knowledge as you can. So you don't want to be stuck and limiting yourself. So if you guys have any questions on this video, you can email me at Leonora, LeonoraLovesNursing at gmail.com, or you can send me an email through YouTube, or you can comment below and I will get to it as soon as I can. Stay tuned for my next video, and I will see you guys later. Bye.